Hey guys, we're almost at the new year, getting pretty darn close. Let's take a look at a breakthrough to shodan video. The meaning is, if you want to get up to one dan, what kinds of ideas do we play? I've mentioned that I'm about to show you an exercise I give a lot of my students. The idea is to play handicap like an even up game. And just as a quick reminder, if we look at, we're just going to choose a real basic Joseki here. Black has Sente, plays away. Black has Sente, plays away. The question here is, who's winning this game? And obviously Black is. No one's made any mistakes, but White hasn't asked any interesting questions. White hasn't suggested anything. So if we do that one different, what should Black do? It's Black's second move of the game, and he doesn't have a clue what he should do. You get arguments for every single one of these, right? All of these. Which one's right? How do you follow through on it? So handicap go, generally speaking, we play it quicker. I'm going to pass here so all those marks go away. Is this a mistake for White? No, not at all. But so it's a faster way of playing. It's not a mistake. It's not tricking. It's just suggesting more than a single move. But in this exercise, we simply play as if it's even up. So here, Black attacks, we're going to defend. Corner, side, center, we go to the side. Okay, basic move. This is not the way to win a game, but just basic. Now, we are healthy enough, we can play away. But if we do play away, then he gets this for free. This is a pretty powerful attack. We come out, still Sente, come out. Our group is not alive. I mean, a move like this, that stone's alive, right? So it's not like we have eyes. We're not getting any points. We haven't made a mistake, but we're giving Black some free moves. So a move like this makes sense. The problem is our group isn't weak. So it's not appropriate to give it an entire move of defense when it's not weak. So supporting it, I've played a regular good move. Now if Black tries that, Black's the one, we can start attacking Black rather than him attacking us. So it makes his next move more difficult. So that's the explanation. You've heard me say it before. Okay, so that's why we play as White here. Stand. When we make this move, if you want to be dan player and start moving up in the dans, you need to see this A-B relationship. What's going on here? Well, the proper extension is that far. That's how far A is supposed to extend. We're one too far. It could be said that we owe a move there. So let's say Black just plays here. We're not about to add a move here. Yes, we need a move, but we're giving this 95% help while we need almost zero help. How about this move? That adds help. It adds how much does A help our gap? A little bit, not very much. This helps it a lot more. Okay, so I would say that A adds, now this is incredibly intuitive, so bear with me. I would say this adds in the neighborhood of 5%, maybe even a little bit less. Let's say 5, 7%, something in there. Is that enough? Yeah, we only needed a little bit of help. So A gives enough help and now starts, oh, I'm going to surround you with B. What are you going to do now when I hit the 3? And it adds a lot of dynamics into the corner. Then we have a move like this. Helps 10%, maybe more, but doesn't do much in the corner. So dawn level is about how close can I get to the edge of being okay. Let me just give one last example. Let's make a shoulder hit. How much does A help our gap? 1% tops. But if black says, great, then I'm going to start, well, we're a little more prepared for the fight because we're in the center. All I'm trying to say is there's an edge. Playing away, I wouldn't play away. I know I'm lacking in the area. If black plays well, which he probably won't, but that's not the point. The point is we want to play well. I think if black comes in and plays well, we could get hurt here. So I want to help. So I would decide personally, I would decide A or B. Okay. But black plays here. Well, that's a weird move. That's not a good move. Let's look at this white move. What is it doing? Well, it's very much supporting the A group. Let's play it out. We have totally defended our A group and taken points in area 1 and made thickness to the center. That's a good move. Every one of those ideas I mentioned are good, positive moves. I would put this, I'd start at 50% and I might start going down from there. It's so overplay. We don't need this. Our A group, area 1, completely unimportant. The A group is fine if we ignore. So even the first move here, I don't think we need it. So if we do nothing and he plays here, oh, he's attacked our A group so severely. Not at all. We hardly feel it on our A group. What about the B group? Well, he hasn't killed them yet. Not only that, black has played 2 moves on the second line. Profoundly small. We want black to play this way. So hopefully we're getting across this idea of what dawn means. And it's all about understanding your stones better. And how much defense do I need? You know, how aggressive can I be? It's a balancing act. Okay. So for me, I'm thinking his A group is looking funny. I'm going to start surrounding it. I know I can't kill it. Killing it is not even in the vision. Okay, we start the surround. He says, aha, I'm going to hurt your 2 stones. I don't care about my 2 stones. He's going to end up putting 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 moves to capture these 2 stones, all in Gote. do the math on that. I'd rather not, but it's less. It's like 1 point in Gote, less than that, less than 1 point in Gote, followed by less than 1 point in Gote. It's just profoundly small. Okay, white to play. Does my ace stone need help? Not really. I do have 3 options for health, but my B stones are still usable. For instance, let's say we come up and he plays away. Well, I'm getting a wall. If he doesn't respond, I'm going to end up killing something or doing damage. I think the idea of working with my stones is very worthwhile. And this white move, very defensive. I'm getting way out into the wide open spaces. I think it's a useful move. He keeps going. Well, I'm not here. This increases my wall a tiny bit. And it says you can't have my stones. I want him to have the stones. It's a waste of his time to take them. So next for white, this might be seen as the next logical move. I have a little 2-stone wall facing the right, so I play on the right. I didn't like this because if I succeed, let's have me succeed. White, black, white, black, white, black. And then I need a move like this. Okay. First, that's not my cash yet. He can still live in there. He can still reduce it, a whole bunch of stuff. And he has Sente. Did I really get the better part of this? I'm not convinced of that. Can I really grow it that much more? I don't think so. This doesn't seem to be a useful area. So instead, I go to the 3-3, saying, please, and let's look at the worst case. To me, this is worst. He gets a wall and starts the attack. It's not even an attack. I still have 3 options for health. My 2 A stones, he can't, they got a lot of freedom here. So it turns out his B stone defended 3 stones that don't need defense. They attempted to attack the 2 A stones, which still have tons of room I just ignore. And he's made a statement about taking area 1, which he hasn't taken yet. So he's not doing much practical. Is it up to 50%? Yeah, maybe even 70, maybe even 80. But that's pressing, it seems to me. So if he does the maximum, I'm only seeing him do 80%, assuming he goes that way. So trying to show, I'm not trying to even say my percentages are spot on. I'm just trying to paint a picture here. Okay, black plays this way. These 2 stones are meaningless. But I've played this guy before, and I tend to kill his groups, and he doesn't like that. So he's trying to, you're not going to kill this group. Well, you were almost literally alive before that. Okay, so I get my next move. He comes up. Well, just jump out. He can't cut me. The cut doesn't work, I should say. You try, that's it. Don't use up your liberties like that. Oh, hurts. I'm about to get cut. This is a good way to save. And it works well on the right. Do I need to work that well on the right? No. I don't think I have any needs on the right. So I went into the corner, which really bothers him. How can he develop the left if he's undercut? And if he comes down, it's Gote. I'm still not cut. I get Sente. So pretty nice. And he does that. So now I can go do whatever I want. I decided that if I grow this, it's reverse sente, that's nice. And I'm growing this on a large scale. I mean, the right side's looking great, and his bottom doesn't have any eyes yet. So I liked playing here. It had a lot to say about it. Ihanes? Oh, honey. Here. Well, first, Atari, Atari, kill something. Okay, so I need to defend. Can I Atari first before I do? Well, it's just a ladder. So no, there's nothing to do first. Okay. What about if I save? Well, that's nasty. Nasty. Ah. So I decided this is the way to go. Doesn't mean I'm right, but notice all my cuts are safe. I have a strong position. You want to be a Don player, get used to having strong positions, not something big which has a lot of aji. No, something dependable that you can use and grow with and stuff like that. Okay, so I play here. He does the Atari, okay, and he saves. I like what I'm doing on the right. Maybe it's not big enough, but it's nice. It's big. He tries to stop me. Okay. Get my sente in. And now for the first time, I'm starting to feel like my ace stones, if he drops down, I'm going to be sorry. So I come across. Remember, my ace stones, first, they can't die. They're out. And next, I'm not committed to them. So this is a really important idea. This says my main job is done. Okay. He comes out. Now I have a decision to make. Do I want to save these stones? What can I do? Let's say I come out. Let's just put it here for now. Can I do much on the bottom? I'm actually thinking yes. I think I'm doing a lot on the bottom. Okay. Well, what if he saves the bottom? I think I'm doing a lot on the right. I decided these stones are worthwhile. Now, I also thought this move was a bit edgy, meaning, yeah, they're worthwhile, but there's a chance that they're barely worthwhile, that it's just that I'm not gaining anything. I don't think I'm losing anything. I'm unsure. But if he plays well, this might not be a big deal. Just a matter of barely saving my stones. And that's what happens. I barely save them. So maybe I should consider playing away. Just play away. Maybe. Okay, so I saved. He comes out. Save, pretty much the only idea. He defends. Come on out. Pretty much the only idea. There's a cut here, right? He cuts. What am I going to do? Well, I guess this. There's a lot of questions here. I was uncomfortable. I feel like my cut is near a bunch of black stones, thick black stones. So I went ahead and saved the cut and went in a direction I like, moving towards these weak black groups. So I saved any cut at A, and I'm moving towards the B stones. So I'm doing something directly. I don't know how to say that well. He plays here. I'm like, thank you. Gosh, with this thickness, I can work with thickness. He comes down. very practical, getting a lot of points. However, it's not like it's all his. I'm not about to play here, but there's stuff to do here. So I think he'd be better off playing something bigger, saying, forcing me to come in and then just taking something practical. He doesn't like me coming in, so he almost stops me. You can hear the sound of that's not quite logical. Come out, start the attack. You betcha. Come on out, start surrounding on a. Can I withstand this cut? I'm thinking, well, the first move, very powerful move. Next one, hey, I'm getting out, lots of room. And black's cutting stones are weak. It looked reasonable to me. So I went that direction. He comes out. This is getting risky. Let's look at the few things it does. I'm creating a 2-stone wall, which runs in this direction. I like running in this direction. I feel that it's giving me a little bit of thickness to help my top stones, helps me run in that direction, and starts a whole bunch of interesting things, right? What are you going to do? Oh, I better say Atari. Really, Atari? Well, all of a sudden your cut starts all this interesting stuff, and there's no cut here now. Absolutely no cut. So this little move is doing a lot. Now, perhaps I should be just surrounding. Okay, perhaps. I'm not against this idea. It's a good idea. But something about that, I don't know. But this is my idea. I think it's good, but I think it also, if he plays well, could punish me. It's difficult to say. He fixes, I get it in Sente, and start the surround. Should I surround this way or this way? I really, honestly don't know. This looks like he's not getting home. This way, well, you can still get home. And he did. This leads me to think that this way's better. He can't get home. I wish I had thought of that during the game. I play here, he comes out. This way, run out. As I run, I'm thinking about this cut. Can I withstand it? Well, it's a little bit edgy. I'm allowing myself to get chased a little bit. And I decided, yeah. Was that a good decision? I don't know. I'm definitely moving towards the edge of weakness. But I thought, it's tough. As I look back, it's asking for too much. He gets out on a connect. Now you see my idea here, the surround. Now, it doesn't work because of this, but on the other hand, I mean, I am surrounding them. I mean, it's not like, yeah, I may need to give up on my fantasy of chasing his group. He connects, and I come down. Okay, check out the ideas. I have an A group and a B group. I'm pretty much stating that if black tries to cut me, that he's weaker than I am. That's a statement. It looks true. Is it true? I don't know. but it looks true. Again, looking back, if I got this far, perhaps I should think of, and now I'll play here. So now I'm positive I will catch his stone. But instead, I'm thinking, that bottom area is awfully big. What's he going to do? Is he going to start the fight and let me in? So it's a risk trying to get to the edge. He does cut. Tari, Sente to kill the 2. I say, I'm going to cut you. It's decision time for him. Is he going to let me cut? He says no. I thought this was a fantastic move. Takes a lot of courage. Saying, no, you're about to die. I will kill you first. And you're also weak on the left. I think that's very smart. I come out. What else am I going to do? I'm in trouble here. Jump out. And now I would rather not read this cutout. Now, there's something I do sometimes that's cheating. Let's say, for instance, I don't want to read out the cut. I'm going to defend my group on the left because I don't think he can cut. That puts the burden on him. Can he do it? Well, the more honest thing to do is, well, let's read out the cut. So what I just said was I'll often put in a probe or something and not worry about my own weakness to see if he can catch me. It's not a good idea. So you read it out. Let's read it out. Boom, boom, cut. Well, it's just Atari. Yikes. So I die. So I fix. I played with the idea of, well, what if I play this first? Doesn't help. Well, what if I play this first? Maybe I can get a Sente out of it. I'm looking at stuff and, it's not working. Let's just fix. So I'm in real trouble. My A group should be fine. But my B group, dead. Now, the idea was he can't do this, and instead I'll kill him first. Well, this is all too much of a fantasy. I've overstepped the line. He comes in for the chase. Perhaps the right thing to do is to resign, because this white group can't live. And I can't kill anything else in time. Well, that's when handicap comes in, and we call it looking for a time to resign. So I say, just all you have to do is prove it. Doesn't take long, 4 or 5 moves. I'm dead. Just kill me, and then I'll resign. I read everything here, everything I could think of, and nope, I just die. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm just dead. So let's start here and see what happens. Let's have Hane cut, Atari, save, double Atari, and the white group dies. Let's have white live. Well, that's a big loss for me, but I did live. I'm not going to kill anything ever. That's a loss. That's a lost game. There's a lot of things to look at here. There's lots of variations. He did the Hane. I'm like, I'm probably dead, but now there's something to work with. What are you going to do? And I think if you just placed here, I'm just dead. But he plays here. He's thinking I'm dead. Well, I'm not. He's dead. So I got lucky. He dies first. Whew. And his center group there that he's playing on, it's not alive yet. Gote. He only has 2 liberties. I have 3 liberties. He's dead. And this move is Gote. So we get to look at his group. Is it alive? I think alive is the wrong word, but we'll get back to that. Sorry, this is turning into a long video. I need to live. Life. Now he can die. Still dead. That's not an I. Can you read it out? It's not an I. Just a second now, I'm reading it out. White, black, white. Yeah, just dead. But first, make sure I'm behind on points, but I'm not that far behind on points. If I keep going, I can win on points. So make sure I'm alive. Work on the original center chase before I start killing some group. Come on out. Yeah. Oh, coming in. Let's do it. Okay. I did a lot of reading here. I decided save my cut. Okay. A lot of reading here. I can't save the stone. Throw this in. Mostly, yeah, probably won't be useful. I thought it might be in the future. Then start back on this kill. Sorry. Only 1 eye. He's dead. So the game's over. He tries a few things. There's some tricky things to do. I don't need this, but it's big. There's future Aji. Save the top. That's big. Save the top. Cut's nasty. Clean it up. Clean it up. Nice. Okay, lots to read here. So lots of cute little snapbacks. I finish up my life. I'm not exactly alive, and I want to make sure he's dead. So clean up my life. Yeah. Few ways of doing this. This is the biggest way. It's a lot of interesting Aji here. A lot of interesting Aji. This is risky for him to play. Works out fine, but I wouldn't have done it. It's too many tricks. Maybe he saw it clearly. Sorry, threaten the snap back. And now I want to find a way to play this move. As it is, it doesn't work. If I play this first, and then Atari, and then play it, I think it works now. But he gives it to me. Now there's still Aji there. Atari, Sente. Okay. If I play here, I'm thinking this is Sente. If he ignores, Atari, save, Atari, and he can't save. But it depends on the liberty. This doesn't work unless this liberty is filled in. So when that happens, it's not a point for me. He has to fill in regardless. So there's no rush, right? So it's a co-thread. Also, it's a dame point, maybe. So the end of the game comes and we're filling in dame. Will he see it? it's a tricky little situation. So it's a fun thing to wait and see what happens. And so now with his death, it's just a matter of in game, and there's really nothing. We did a very long involved which was meaningless. I read this out and read it out, and I don't see it's cute though. Boom, Atari, if you save, boom, boom, boom. There's a cut in here, or I wondered if there was a cut in here, and I couldn't find any way to make it work, so I just saved. And that's it. He has to resign eventually because his group's dead, and so there's just nothing to do. Nothing. I have to be careful here. If I say Atari and he says Atari, I can't save because the whole thing dies. So I just captured those stones. So that's not looming over my head. And now I can say Atari. Boom, just some silly stuff. And that's it. Okay, sorry for the long video. Hope you caught something about how to look at groups. And we'll catch y'all later. Bye.